Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is TBR Schmidt. This is my wife Samantha.
Hello.
And today we are watching American History X. What do you know about this movie?
This won our crime/thriller Patreon poll.
Yes, so we would like to thank our patrons for voting for this to win our crime/thriller Patreon poll.
I believe it's Edward Norton.
Yeah, which we've seen on the channel at least once.
Well, we saw him in Fight Club, and then we saw him in Primal Fear.
That's right, so at least twice.
Both fantastic. I don't know if he's been in anything else on the channel, but fantastic in both of those films, especially Primal Fear, as I think one of his first films.
Yeah, I think that was his acting debut.
Yeah, so he's an incredible actor, so I'm excited. Also nervous, just from the comments that I've seen regarding this film just being really dark.
Yeah.
And from the movie poster.
I have seen this movie. It's been a while. I think I've seen it maybe twice, but it's probably been a decade, maybe more since I've seen it. So I'm familiar with this movie, at least all of the major parts. So I don't think anything's really going to shock me. There might be a little bit in the middle of the movie, little parts here or there that might surprise me, but I do know what's about to happen. So this is just your first time watching.
Yeah. I'm nervous.
Nervous, but excited because it is a great movie. And it's, I think, maybe a movie that everyone should see, even though it's very dark and a very heavy subject. So it'll be interesting to see how much of this actually gets up on YouTube. This might have to be one of our more heavily edited videos just so that YouTube doesn't block it, similar to Clockwork Orange, which was 99% edited.
Yeah.
So this might be pretty similar, but I'm looking forward to you experiencing this for the first time.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on our Twitch, Instagram, or Twitter, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, let's get into the movie. We are watching American History X on Amazon Prime. I will press play when I say play, and also count down from 3. The runtime of this movie is about 1 hour and 58 minutes. So 3, 2, 1, play. There's no sound yet. You have sound now?
Coloring's very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like black and white, but I feel like there's a slight hint.
It's a kind of blue.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off with a bang.
Yeah. I didn't think this was happening yet. Not hearing it, but he did.
Is this a son or a roommate?
I think there was 3.
Yeah.
I don't think you've ever seen Edward Norton like this.
He's expecting one guy out there.
Yeah. Oh. Oh. Jeez. Looks like a demon. Jeez, the slow-mo of that. Pretty extreme start.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brother. Okay.
What he saw.
Wow. That's kind of terrifying.
Yeah, just a skinhead.
Okay, so we had to jump.
So much potential. Oh, damn.
Oof.
I don't think he cares.
Wow.
I mean, it's great that someone actually has such a special
Yeah.
interest in helping him.
Like I feel like that's like an educator.
Right. Oh
Oh.
shit, I didn't know it's that guy from Malcolm in the Middle. Oh. Oh. It's just so much hatred in like the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Jesus. Three years? Seems like nothing. Just takes one crazy person.
It's like an interview.
Just talking points.
Mom doesn't seem to agree.
You should see the start of the hatred. The transition from color to black and white or blue or whatever, just going back in the past. Oh,
It's like for approval.
For intimidation.
Oh, I mean, looking to him for approval.
Oh, yeah.
Seems pretty confident, though.
Just for the territory. Ooh.
Very interesting choice of music.
So, like, victorious and celebratory.
Yeah. It's kind of interested to see how the relationship was in 3 years, but it seems like he's excited for him to be home.
Yeah. Well, he hasn't seen him. But he looks different.
Yeah.
His hair.
It's the same one he has. Seems he's changed. Excuse me. Seems like he's changed.
It's Mike. Sometimes our mic just doesn't pick up what we say. Yeah, I mean, he was clearly like, you know, why is Cameron doing something like that on you? Has hair. Just everything they do is just filled with hate. Playing basketball, hate. Listening to music, hate.
And this phone call doesn't sound like anything's changed.
Jeez. Need that for pest control?
Hmm. I literally don't know how to read this situation.
I just have to let it play out for you. Pervert.
He has a whole paper to write, right?
Yeah. Don't know why he's in this house. Just forcing him to repeat.
Is that who was on the phone? It seems like a pretty mutual respect between him and the principal, who was his teacher.
Right.
This is surprising.
It's like a whole 180.
Yeah.
She's smoking herself. Oh, fuck. Wow.
I didn't anticipate that going smoothly.
Him telling him to stay away from
Yeah,
humans.
this 180 change is not going to be accepted.
Yeah. And I mean, 3 years is a long time for an impressionable kid, especially where he was left mentally.
Yeah.
trying to be his brother. Doesn't get his hands dirty.
No. Like they said, just finding a bunch of impressionable kids.
Just so influential, just in a wrong way.
Yeah.
He can really get them riled up. Jeez. Jeez.
Oh,
Oh.
shit. Oh.
Oh. Jesus.
Just absolutely disgusting.
I mean, they established Derek as like very brilliant with a lot of potential, and then you see how he translates that intelligence into just controlling all of these weak people.
That's what Davina's doing?
Oof.
Are you? So hypocritical.
Oh, he's better than the KKK. Just doing what ifs. The crazy stuff is families still have arguments like this constantly today. Jeez.
Oh my God.
Oh, damn.
I just like can't even believe that any of it.
It's all hard to watch. And it's all just believable and realistic to just how hatred consumes you. Oh.
Are you kidding me?
And with, the dad out of the picture, he just looks up to Derek
Right.
for what to do and what to think.
Like, it's just how screwed up everything is, and then there's just like moments with this like family.
Yeah. There is a happy family buried underneath all of this.
Oh my god, I didn't realize his whole family was there. I don't. No, no, no.
Oh, God.
Are they gonna show this? Oh my god.
Jeez. It's like one of the most disturbing moments I've ever seen in a movie. Jeez. Just so happy. for Danny to just see all this.
Just like psychotic rage in his face.
I mean, that's just like a scene that I know I probably will never forget, but most people will never forget how just horrific that sequence is. Oh,
Did it say he testified?
if he would have testified, he would have had life.
I was wondering how it was only 3 years.
Yeah, they just did manslaughter.
And that was before we even saw that scene.
Yeah. It's kids.
I like felt physically ill. So he ended up going
To Cameron's party.
Yeah. Oh.
They all just look up to him.
Just the manipulation.
It's easy when they're young.
Just wondering why he's here. Like, is he gonna speak with Cam? Like, Yeah, I don't know what he's trying to accomplish here. Yeah. Like Stacy's gonna lose her mind though.
I mean, he used Derek as a protege.
Yeah, he just like always has these like one-on-one conversations to make someone else the voice to everyone. Just very interested to see how he plays this.
Yeah.
He's not like the impressionable kid that he was before he left. So,
Derek?
yeah. So it's like, how is Cam going to speak to him? Like, and he already talked to Cam, his friend, his old friend.
This guy?
Yeah.
Oh, God, the internet.
I was curious who, if anyone stepped up into his place.
Oh, just a coward. Always is. Oof. Ooh.
The worst part is, I don't think he's wrong.
Double down. It's turning quick. Oh.
Well, they turned quickly.
Yep. It's how to get out of there quick.
Yeah. You're going in and expecting them to be rational, like,
Damn. Just make it known right away. Just prison culture.
Yeah. It's exactly what he wanted, right?
Yeah.
You say underwear?
Yeah. Not quite.
How's he going to answer this?
All he knows is the rhetoric, not the real world. Even the prison world. His way of thinking is even too aggressive for the white power people in the prison.
But a year in, and he's managed to not.
Get in trouble? Or...
Yeah.
Damn.
This is exactly who he needed to meet.
Right? Someone to call him on the bullshit.
Yeah. Let it go. Wonder how long he's been in there.
Got him. It's a big move. Actually talking to each other now.
He's isolated himself from everyone else.
Everyone got caught. Six years for that.
Reality check.
He's in there for 3 years for killing multiple people. And he's in there for 6 years for a TV.
Uh-oh. Over that basketball game?
Him isolating himself. Jesus. He didn't see anything. Oof.
Silence.
Sick fuck.
I didn't put the outreach together that they've been
Talking for a while.
Yeah.
filled with holes. It's a great question.
That was powerful.
It's just like, where would people be without someone willing to help?
Makes sense then why he went to Cam. Because that's what I would have assumed as well, that he would have just left.
Right, just went away. Oof, just sitting down hurts.
Oh. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Really, though, what is he supposed to do?
There's not much to do.
Just like accepted it.
Yeah, and that's the shitty thing about prison. It kind of forces you to get protection.
Wonder if it was his friend, his laundry friend.
It's huge.
It's like watching him form like a genuine connection.
Something real.
Yeah.
It's incredible to see what just like a positive influence can do to someone so quickly.
Scared though. I feel like I just like want them all to leave.
Just get away.
Yeah.
Just take it all down.
So wild to me that this is the same day.
Yeah, right? It's so fast. There's always an influence. It's a way of thinking is just passed down from one generation to the next.
Just single conversation.
It's always the young and the impressionable. Doesn't take much to flip them.
Well, and for someone that he loves and respects.
Right? Your dad. Or for Danny, Derek.
Yeah. Like just going into that conversation, how much respect Derek had for Sweeney.
Yeah. Close. Both just reflecting.
And I think he got out of that paper exactly what he was supposed to. Mm. She's like
On edge.
freaking out. Not anymore. Like, are they? I'm guessing they're not aware of everything that went down. I hate literally everything about this. Having so much anxiety.
It's very stressful.
Oh my god.
You're afraid for Derek, but All right, that was American History X. What'd you think?
I said I was ready to talk. And now I'm like, what do I want to say? I mean, obviously, extremely powerful film. I think very important film. Like you said in the intro, you think this is something that everybody should see.
Right. It's not an easy watch at all.
No, I don't even know like where to start. There's just like so much hate, just disgusting things happening throughout the film. Obviously, that one scene with Derek that gets him sent to prison, that was definitely the most horrific thing that I've seen on film. I feel like I can confidently say that. I didn't know like how far the film was going to take it. There's a lot of times where things will just be known and not shown in particular. So I just didn't know how far it was going to go.
Visually, it stays away from some stuff, but the scenario or what's actually happening, you know exactly what's happening. And it shows enough to make it horrific.
Yeah, I mean, visually, that wasn't like left to the imagination.
No.
It's crazy. I said while we were watching it that this is all happening over a day. As Danny's writing this story, we're getting everything that led up to that night, everything that led up to Derek's release, which is that day. We literally finished this movie about a minute ago. So I'm like putting my thoughts together exactly.
I think this movie is a great example of how easy hatred and fear are, especially combined with impressionable young people and older influences. You see the transition of Derek where he's excited about his teacher Sweeney and how the dad can just in a single conversation just corrupt that way of thinking. You just have example after example of Derek doing similar situations with Danny, Cameron doing situations with Derek once the father is out of the picture. It's just this constant progression of hatred where it's just passed from one person to the other, and it culminates in the ending. The hatred of that one individual who eventually shoots Danny. You could see the influence of the other people around him as well. You only see it very, very briefly at the basketball game or in the car or something, but there's no way that was his idea to go in there and do that.
Right. I mean, they're kids.
They're kids.
Like, this is in their high school.
Yeah. And it's just everyone is taught this way of thinking and this hatred, and it's just so easy. I mean, I hate fear and I hate hatred. I hate those talking points because they're realistically the easiest things to do. You could go into a room and you can make everyone in that room hate you or fear you with very little to no effort. If you go into a room and you try to make people laugh or smile or love you, that takes something. So it's just the lowest hanging fruit to just indoctrinate someone into this way of thinking that your life is worse because of these people over here. And you just have example after example of everyone getting that message. And the scary thing, I think, for this movie is Derek is brilliant, and so is Danny.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear his paper as he's reading it, or you hear Derek speak. What he's speaking is horrific and it's bad, but that's what makes it scary, is that you can have very, very smart people be influenced by hatred and fear with almost no effort at all, and then they can just spread that like wildfire. That's scary. You know, you're not following a main character who's just this dumb idiot who just does terrible things. You're following a very, very complex character. And I mean, Derek is a monster. I mean, there are scenes in this movie where he looks straight up like a demon from hell.
Yeah.
Yet towards the end of the movie, or even while he's in prison, you can see his transition. You could start to see that evilness be stripped away from him, and you can see a human. I think this movie is incredibly impactful because our main characters are essentially two skinheads covered in white power tattoos and Nazis. And I mean, just to be able to relate to these people in any slight amount of way is an incredible achievement for the movie.
I couldn't agree more. I feel like everything you said was just perfect.
Well, I mean, I've seen this movie before, and I have very strong opinions about hate topics. And I don't know if there's a movie that does it better that shows that quick transition. Because like you said, this movie, it takes place essentially over a day. You have years of hatred built up in Danny with Derek gone, but it takes one real conversation with Danny for him to go home and tear all that shit off of his wall,
right,
and write this paper that is all about how evil hatred is and how it's baggage, or exactly what he said. It doesn't take much. It honestly does not take much to influence someone if they look up to you.
Yeah, that's what it comes down to, I think, is the respect. Derek had so much respect for his father, so that single conversation at the dinner table just completely changed him. And Derek being completely changed by Cameron, and the combination of Cameron and how Derek felt about Cameron, that impression on Danny.
Yeah.
So, like you said, I mean, this is all taught. No one is born in inherently hating anybody. So just to see it throughout, and like you said, it wasn't just about Derek and Danny and all of this like white power crew. But again, like you said, in the end with Danny, you're seeing it there as well. It's just like this hatred being passed down, and it's just so powerful. And then you have moments of like family with the whole Vineyard family and just how close they are. And obviously with Doris being ill and Davina kind of having to take care of everyone, and all of those moments scattered throughout this. And then some of my favorite interactions in this film were between Derek and Lamont in the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically like in the laundry. You're just stripping everything down. It's just a conversation between the two of them, and the patience that Lamont had. Obviously, Derek never told him why he was there, but Derek made it pretty known in his like narration that his reputation kind of preceded him.
Yeah.
So my assumption is that everyone knew.
I'm sure the word got around. It doesn't take much when you have a giant swastika right there.
Right. Those moments were so huge, and it brought tears to my eyes when Derek is like thanking him as he's leaving, because he absolutely could have been killed in there if it weren't for Lamont.
Again, like how easy it is to see like the hatred and stuff, or for influential people to see people primarily like Sweeney and Lamont who are just willing to go through the process of like putting themselves out there, or just kind of staying the course for someone that you don't really have to. Obviously, Derek was a horrible person to begin with. Everyone could have just cast him aside and left him there. Or for Sweeney, especially that moment, you know, after Derek is assaulted by all of the other guys, he asked that one question of like, has anything you've done with this hatred actually improved your life? And it just brought Derek to tears. Or like how you said, like Lamont, his patience with Derek, that conversation or that relationship was so insanely one-sided until finally he broke through.
Yeah.
Obviously, it had to do a lot with the situation that Derek was in, but sometimes terrible people, if you just have someone there who's willing to just grind away at that exterior, you can find the human underneath. And so Derek would be nothing if it wasn't for Sweeney and Lamont's persistence in just trying to be a human-to-human relationship with them.
One of the first scenes, we're seeing how incredible Sweeney is. You have like a true educator and someone that actually cares for and wants to fight for his students. Danny's brought in, he's written this paper, and he kind of almost put the blame on his teacher about not putting like boundaries on exactly what they're supposed to be writing about. But just his history with Derek, he wasn't gonna give up on Danny. And watching Doris go into the prison and talk to Derek and let him know that obviously when Sweeney came back into the prison to visit him after the assault, him letting him know about Danny as well. Derek loves Danny, he cares about his brother. It was up to them to get to Derek and let him know. And the fact that Derek went to Sweeney in that conversation in the hospital, I guess. He's like, I don't want to be here. Like, I'm up for parole.
Help me, essentially.
And Sweeney's like, I already have. Like, I already put in the word for you. It's just huge to see.
This movie just excels in just horrific scenes, extremes on both sides, and the extreme hatred, and you could say extreme love and stuff like Derek has for his family at the end, where he's willing to put a target on his back against a giant group of white power people, or the DOC or whatever they call themselves, to get them away from his family. This is just such a powerful movie. It's very difficult to get through. A lot of it just can't simply be shown on YouTube, but the message is there, that it ends with Danny's speech of just how terrible and destructive hatred is. And just on a filmmaking aspect, it's brilliant as well. I mean, everyone gives amazing performances. Edward Norton is just a powerhouse when it comes to acting. Visually, the shift between color and black and white, and even a lot of the times I was trying to think of if there was any more significance to it, but some of the black and white would be more bluish, or it would be more grainy or something. Like, it wasn't always the same black and white. So I don't know if there's anything extra there. I would have to look. Maybe there is like a whole breakdown of the color saturation and what that means for what's happening in each scene. But from a technical standpoint, everything excels. The acting, the cinematography. Like I said, there's some scenes in there where it's like, I mean, I remember seeing this a while ago, and if I had to like close my eyes and think of something, the one that really stands out is just like how evil Edward Norton looks when he's being like arrested with his hands up behind his head. Like, just that one scene right there is terrifying. And then obviously the ending of this movie, it's a huge shock, because I think you were afraid for Derek.
Yeah, no, I absolutely thought it was Derek. Obviously, looking now, like, the signs are there. Seth's in the hospital, Cameron's in the hospital.
And when Derek is talking about, oh, I saw a car drive by last night and stuff, the car that drove by, we saw it was with the kid who shot Danny and stuff. So the signs are there, but they're very, very subtle. That I think it still obviously shocked you.
Oh, for sure. Honestly, at no point thought that Danny was in danger.
Yeah.
I was waiting for something to happen with Derek, and I didn't honestly know where it was going to come from, because obviously we saw those guys driving by in the night.
Yeah.
But then Derek pissed off everyone in the DOC.
Right.
I didn't know what was going to happen, and for them to ask Derek to like kind of go back to that, I was just waiting for all of that to implode, and I didn't think that it would be Danny. And just even the shot of like his paper covered in blood, like all of this, and as we're hearing like the narration of everything as well, it was just so powerful.
And to know the change, it's also devastating, because it's so hopeful. Because obviously Derek has turned a massive corner, very quickly was able to get Danny back on his side of forgiveness and happiness, and just eliminate that hatred side. So you're in a situation where you're like, you're still stressed. I mean, you were insanely stressed about this whole situation, because you know, like, man, if they could just get away from this area in general, what could this family become being happy? And you don't get that, because hatred just takes over. Whether you want to say it was just one day too late, could he have gotten there to the point where he changed Danny's perspective, that maybe Danny wouldn't have been in that situation? I mean, there's so many ways you can break this down and look at it, but it is an insanely powerful movie. That bathroom scene, it reminds me of
Full Metal Jacket.
Full Metal Jacket. Both those scenes are on par for just like insane moments in cinema.
Right.
I'm glad you were able to experience it. It doesn't leave you in a good mood or anything.
No.
Like I said, it's a movie that I think people need to watch, because I think it opens up a lot of eyes.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's really important, and I'm really glad that we got to watch it together. But damn, like...
Yeah, it's rough, and you know, it would be great if we had like a comedy lined up to like bring up the spirits or something. But we're gonna watch Sopranos next, so chances are that's gonna have some hatred and some violence and even more negativity. So that trend continues for us tonight. But this was quite an experience, and I'm glad I was able to share it with you.
Yeah, and thank you to the patrons for voting for this to win our poll. I just think it was really important.
So if you'd like to see the full-length reaction for this, as well as everything else that we've reacted to, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you would like to interact with us on any other types of social media, all those links are in the description as well. And with that, peace everyone.
Bye.
Bye.